Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ali Kanji. I lead Book Hill, a Seattle-based company that manages business interests in commercial laundry, facility services, hygiene, and related industries in different parts of the world. Our NextCycle project has evolved out of this work. We're using recycled content to design products that people use to organize their laundry and to protect different types of wardrobe and home textiles. We all share the responsibility of doing our laundry, and these products are helpful during the washing cycle as well as the intervening period between washing cycles. They can be used to protect high-value apparel, often for garments that are seasonal or that are irregularly sized. At a retailer, you might receive a high-value apparel purchase in a branded protective cover. And people often use these products to store clean items like home textiles between uses. The laundry storage and accessories category is low involvement. At the low end of price and quality, it's highly commoditized. As you move up and your threshold for willingness to pay increases, you can generally find better designed options at specialty retailers that focus on high-value apparel and home furnishings. We believe there is a compelling blue ocean opportunity to build a category leader and an enduring brand in this part of the spectrum. Unfortunately, the majority of category sales are transacted at the low end from products constructed largely from virgin plastic and derivative materials. Because they're not designed for reusability, when they break, customers throw them out. They end up going to the landfill and accumulating in various ecosystems. We're aiming for a closed loop model. We're starting with recycled content, designing consumer durables, and thinking about how all of the components can be reintegrated into the technical cycle at the end of useful life or reintegrated into the biological cycle. And there is some variation to this depending on the region of the world where users reside. When we started on this path, we wanted to understand designing for specific users and use cases. And in order to do this, we spend a lot of time with and in the environments of potential household customers and people who use these products professionally at work. For example, fashion designers, people who manage wardrobe for film and television productions, hotel managers. We wanted to hone in on why will someone pay a premium for any product within the category. At a high level, the feedback we received has coalesced in these three areas. First, customers wanted us to apply specific treatments that are effective in extending the useful life of textiles. Second, they wanted us to do a lot of work on designing for longevity and addressing the dimensions that I've listed here. And finally, people wanted to do things like color match a garment that they buy with the color of the protective cover, to be able to put identification tags and RFID tags onto the items to be able to move them, for example, to and from a fashion show. And they wanted to use them in a lot of different size and format variations, ultimately to use them systematically or in an organizational system. We've taken all that feedback, and these are the 5 areas where we're planning to innovate. We're aiming for a fairly high eco-effectiveness standard, cradle to cradle. We're going to communicate end-of-life recycling information using Circularity ID, and we're going to manufacture in a way where it's very clear the equity and social justice objectives that we're going to achieve. Recycling markets require demand pull to function effectively, and we're going to stimulate demand for a wide range of recycled content, as well as companies that are engaged in upstream recycling. Here are a few examples of recycled materials that we're using to create textile storage containers, as well as tagging solutions. Foundationally, we're building complements for very large consumer and apparel markets. and we're confident that we can scale the business at EBITDA margins of 30 to 40%. We estimate the serviceable available market to be roughly 15% of the US population and comparably sized in other attractive markets around the world. Over the next 2 years, our goal is to build a composable direct-to-consumer commerce approach, as well as consultative work with enterprise clients to scale to 200,000 units manufactured and sold by the end of year 2. At that point, over the next 5 years, we're targeting a venture scale growth curve, approximately 50% annual growth per year. And by the end of year 7, we should be approximately the size of a mid-sized small cap company that is well positioned to facilitate a liquidity event and also has the working capital flexibility to invest in advanced manufacturing. As we think about building the cap table for this new company, I believe that it offers excellent alignment thematically for investors that are focused on consumer, on fashion, and on retail. We're also trying to build best-in-class solutions for the category without compromising on circular economy principles. And to that end, I think we offer great alignment for investors seeking to advance the circular economy, to make an impact on climate-related goals, and on preserving and promoting ocean health. Lastly, through the NextCycle program, I've tried to challenge myself to purposely organize economic activity in different parts of Washington state. Impact Washington has been very helpful in pointing us in the direction of companies that can help with research and development, with technical design, and with other facets of our supply chain. Similarly, I look forward to building a partnership with the University of Washington and being able to work with students and graduates from the human-centered design and engineering programs on shaping our product development and extending human-centered design work as we think about how to adapt to fit consumer behavior in other attractive countries around the world. Thank you very much, and I welcome any questions that you may have.